close to the Big Bang, or even, in a certain sense, what happened before the Big Bang. If you define the Big Bang very carefully, I'll talk about our most up-to-date theories of the origin of the universe itself. But it's also an evening, I think, it has to be an evening about perspective. I mean, you saw there the quotes from the astronauts. There's a strange things that happen when you get farther from the Earth. So the further away you get, the more powerful the image of the Earth becomes. It's almost as if it becomes more precious as it gets smaller in your sight. You see that with virtually all the astronauts. It's called the overview effect. And I think there's a similar thing with science. The more you understand about how our Earth formed and our place in the universe, then you understand that yes, it is clearly true that we are physically insignificant, but also something happens which is similar to what happened to the astronauts. I think science gives us a perspective which tells us that this place is more valuable. So, to begin, I should talk a little bit about our place in the universe. And this is a picture of our galaxy, the Milky Way. It's taken in Chile, in the southern hemisphere, from a place called the European Southern Observatory. In fact, these four telescopes here, the big telescopes, are four of the most powerful telescopes in the world. But you see the arc of the Milky Way there. And they're fortunate in the southern hemisphere because they're pointing towards the galactic center. So the top of that arc is the centre of our galaxy. It's a region called Sagittarius. We can't quite see it from here in the north, but that's an arc of 200 billion stars or so. Many, if not most of them, we now know with solar systems and planets around them. We can't see the structure of the galaxy, of course, because we're looking at it from the inside. So to see the structure of a typical galaxy, we have to step outside and look to one of our nearest neighbours. And this is one of our nearest neighbours. It's called the Whirlpool Galaxy. This is an image from the Hubble Space Telescope. And just to give you a sense of scale, this is about 100,000 light years across, which means that it takes light 100,000 years, travelling at 186,000 miles a second, to journey from one spiral arm on the edge of the galaxy all across the galactic centre to the other spiral arm. It's called the Whirlpool Galaxy, this. And when I say nearest neighbour, I should set the scale again. It's about 23 million light years away. And that makes it close in cosmic terms. You think again, the light took 23 million years to journey from this to the Hubble Space Telescope. It's an interesting galaxy because it's also an interacting galaxy. And you can see there a sort of hazy yellow blob. That's another smaller galaxy. And it is gravitationally interacting with the whirlpool. And such is the resolution of this image, spectacular images from the Hubble, that we can zoom in on that interaction. And what you're seeing there is a spiral arm from the Whirlpool Galaxy, essentially being dragged out and distorted by the gravitational interaction with its smaller neighbour. And you can see to the blues and reds there, many of those areas are shock waves travelling through the spiral